G'day guys and welcome back to another... Alright, that didn't work out, did it? G'day guys and welcome back to another One Piece video. Today we're going to be checking out the brand new starter deck which dropped alongside OP03 Pillars of Strength. And that is right here in front of us, Big Mom Pirates. Maybe if we get a bit of a better view up here. It is a chunky box just like all the other starter decks, so hard to fit on the hand cam right there. But yeah, we're going to be checking out the deck today, opening up, looking at cards we've got, talking in some detail about some of the cards. But for today's giveaway, because on the channel here, if we open up something, we're giving away something. And for the giveaway today, we're going to be giving away one of these, a sealed Big Mom Pirate starter deck. So if you would like a chance to win that, a couple of things you got to do. Make sure you are a subscriber to the channel. Number 2, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. And number 3, let us know what you're most excited for out of this new deck right here. Enough talking, let's crack into it. All right, we've done slicing up the sides. Let's pop it open. I think we're probably going to get the similar starter deck stuff, get a bit of playmat, some dons, that sort of stuff. But let's see what we've got. There it is. Yep, so there we go. Nothing else in that box there. So this is just like a bit of a rule sheet right here, as well as on the other side a bit of a playmat. You can see some sneak peeks of that right there. And then we've got ourselves the deck right here. Okay, no plastic little slide on sleeve. It's a whole baggie, a team bag by the looks of it. Let's slide that out. All right, so at the back here, look, we've got the dons. We'll just pop them to the side because we've seen all those, we know what they do. All right, let's start off here by having a look at the leader, Charlotte Linlin herself right there, nice and shiny. So 5,000 attack, 5 life, so fairly standard. The effect is Don ×2. When attacking, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand. Then if you have 2 or less life cards, you can add 1 card from your hand to the top of your life. So you can recycle some really good characters that have triggered with events. You can also recycle some fairly good events as well. So something in your hand's always going to be live in your life thanks to Charlotte right there. But just keep in mind, it is if you have 2 or less life after you take 1 from the first part of that effect. So basically, if you have 3 life or less, trigger this effect, you're going to replace that top card right there. Right, moving on to the next card, the next shiny bit of cardboard, we've got Katakuri. So 4 cost, 6,000 body, no counter. On play, you can look at the top card of your life or your opponent's life, and then you can put it at the top or the bottom. You're choosing right there. Then if you have less life than your opponent, this character gains rush. So really good for just knowledge about what's going on in your life or your opponent's life, and you can kind of order it so you can see things in your opponent's life later if it's something fairly good, or if it's something not so great, you know, you can easily let them have it. And same thing with your life, you want to put some nice triggers at the top or some things you don't need maybe later on. But that rush is really good if you are behind, which sometimes happens with yellow because it can be a little bit of a slowy control play style there. So we do get 2 of those in the deck. The next big shiny bit of cardboard is another Charlotte Linlin. There we go. So 7 cost, 8,000 power, no counter. On play is pretty good. Your opponent chooses one of these things. They can either trash the top card of their life, or they can let you recover 1 to your life. So place 1 from the top of your deck onto the top of your life there. One thing to keep in mind though, it is their choice. So if you play this when they have no life, your opponent can choose to trash one of the top life, and they don't have anything to trash, so nothing really happens. So keep that in mind when you are going to play this card. And we do get 2 of those there. Next up, we have our first vanilla. 1 cost, 3,000 power, 1,000 body with Charlotte and Nanana. We'll say that there. We've got ourselves 1, 2, 3, and 4 of those. Next up, we have Snack. All right, we're 1 card in. Start with the food names. I'm hungry already. There's going to be a lot more of them, so I'm probably going to be nice and fat by the end of this video. So we got a 5 cost, 6,000 body, no counter. The effect is Don times 1. When attacking, you can add the top card or the bottom card from your life to your hand, and then this character gains banish and 1000. So you got 1 Don attached on there, 7 triggering the effect. You're going to 8000 power, which is really nice. And you can choose to add something top or bottom there. So if you gain some knowledge from your other cards, so like our leader or your Katakuri, you kind of know what you're going to take. And yeah, sometimes you may want that bottom one. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those in the deck. Next up we have Daifuku. So we've got a 4 cost 5000 body. This one does have a 1000 counter. The attack is Don times 1. When attacking, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand, similar to old Snacky Boy right there. And then you can add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. So basically it's just a fancy way to draw a card. So instead of drawing from your deck, you're drawing from your life and then you're replacing it with the top card of your deck right there. So Daifuku, we get 2, just 2 Daifukus right there. All right, we got Charlotte Flampe, who knows? 2 cost 4000 body, we got 1000 counter, just a vanilla, and we get a bunch of those, a full playset right there. Next up, we have Brule. So Brule is really good. 3 cost 1000 body, 1000 counter, blocker, has a trigger, really nice, no cost to that trigger. So this is kind of one that you can replace with your Charlotte Lilin effect. So if you see it in your hand, you don't want to spend 3 to play it, trigger Charlotte's effect, pop it there, let your opponent swing into it. You got a block as well, which is really nice. We've got ourselves just 2 Brule. Some decks are running 4, so if you want to run some competitive yellow, you're probably going to need to pick up 2 of these right here. Next up we have Pudding, which is the only 2k counter in the deck. 2 cost 3000 body. The effect is on play, look up to 1 card from the top or of your life or your opponent's life, and then you can place it at the top or the bottom. There you go. So just a bit of knowledge there, but probably going to just be used mainly for that 2k counter. We do get a full playset. How nice. Next up we have Mont d'Or. Probably butchered that completely. 3 cost 4000 body, 1000 counter. Activate main, you may rest this character, add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand, KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. So nice KO there, but you are negating yourself a life, so keep that in mind. The trigger, you can trash a card from your hand to play this, so can be nice, but you are ditching another card for that. We do get just 2. Next up we have Zeus, so nice cloud there with 3 cost, 3000 body, 1000 counter. The activate main is you can rest this character. One of your Charlotte Lilin gains banish during the turn. So basically what that means is when you hit your opponent's life, instead of them adding it to your hand, it just goes straight to trash. That's what banish is. And it also has a trigger to play this card. So this is a really good one because it pairs well with your leader and that big super rare Charlotte Lilin that we saw. So it works well with both of those. And it's a good one to use Charlotte's effect, your leader's effect, to pop on top of your life from your hand so you can play it out for free. But yeah, the banish is really nice. We do get 1, 2, 3, and a 4 of those. Next up we have Tamago. This is just Mr. Longlegs himself. 4 cost 6000 body, 1000 counter, nice vanilla, cheap big beat stick right there. And we do get a full playset of this as well. Next up we have Prometheus. Goes well with the Cloud himself. Same stat line, so 3 cost 3000 body, 1000 counter. Activate main, very similar. Rest this, your Charlotte Lilin gains double attack instead of banish there. So if you pair them both together, a double attack banish, absolutely insane. Triggers the same, plays it for free. So all the same things we said about Zeus to put on top, all that sort of stuff, really good for Prometheus right there. And we do score ourselves a full playset right there. Pokemon's is our next vanilla. 3 cost 5000 body, 1000 counter. We do get 4 of those right there. Okay, on to the events. Soul Pocus is the first one that we have here. Really nice. 5 cost. It's basically the Charlotte Lilin super rare that we saw, the character one. Your opponent chooses to trash one of their own lives or to help you recover one there. And the trigger is to do the exact same thing. So Also a good one to move from your hand to your life from your leader's effect right there. And we do get a full playset of this, which is super nice. Next out, we have a Power Mochi. So this is a counter, so cost you 1. You can look at the top life of your or your opponent's cards. Then you can place it at the top of the bottom. Then one of your characters or leaders gains 2,000 for the battle. So 2k buff, get to look at the top card of your life or your opponent's life. And then the trigger is you can draw one and then do the same, look at the life of your opponents, then place it at the top or the bottom. And we do get just 2 of those. And then the last card that we have in the deck is a stage card, which is Queen Mama Chenta. So cost you 2, activate main, you may rest this stage and add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand. Then you can add 1 character with a cost of 3 to the top of the owner's life. So you can recycle Prometheus, Zeus, you can recycle Brûlé as well, all really good trigger cards to just have there in life, so really good. So if you use your Prometheus, you use Zeus to buff your Charlotte Linlins, then you don't want to die, you just pop it on top of your life with Chanter's effect right there. And that is it, we get 2 of those right there. And that is a nice look at Charlotte Linlin Big Mom Pirates deck. If you do want to see a profile, we're going to have a budget profile coming up for this deck. So basically what that is 2 of these put together. We do have some gameplay ready to go as well, so if you want to see that as well, let us know in the comment section below. But thank you so much for checking out this video. Stay beautiful, and we'll see you all in the next one.